Tonight, 3 British companies selling makeup.
I'm really concerned with us getting in there now and making a difference and making our mark.
Chocolate. What did Cadbury actually pay for the business?
It was close to $4 billion. $4 billion. Yes.
Dollars. And an internet site for the world's poorest craftsmen.
Bravest step I've ever taken in business, this one. But I thought it's about time I did something a bit brave.
They're all looking to do business in one of the fastest growing economies, Brazil. The facts? Dead simple. Home to around 190 million people, the world's 10th biggest economy, and it's vast. The first of our 3 companies is Sleek Makeup. It's an East London-based cosmetic company specialising in makeup for darker skins.
The success of the company has come about in the last couple of years due to the fact that it's been able to get into the high street through one of the big chain stores.
Now, Sleek wants to recreate that success in Brazil.
Hello.
Tanika Bennett, marketing manager at Sleek Makeup.
So this is it? This is Sleek?
This is Sleek. This is us.
Tanika first came to Sleek simply for work experience, and they snapped her up. In just 5 years, she's taken control of Sleek's marketing. The girl's done good. The jewel in the crown is an exclusive deal with pharmacy chain Superdrug.
This is the exact stand that's in Superdrug at the moment, so all the Superdrug stores that we're in.
How many is that?
Okay. At the moment we're in 168 and we've got
960.
160.
Oh, I thought you said 960.
We wish we were getting there.
Sleek began in London some 20 years ago as a single shop. Now, this ambitious East London outfit wants to go global and, of course, hit the big time. James Tharrett, the son of Sleek's founder, and now running the business for his dad.
We're in Superdrug.
We're in Superdrug.
Our turnover's gone to just under 3 million. So, obviously, we're going to put our feet up and have a cigar.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No?
No way.
OK, so...
This is just the beginning. You know,
Okay.
Well, I'm loving the ambition. But why choose Brazil?
We know that our speciality is women of colour. Now, what we did is we looked at everywhere in the world where you've got a lot of people of mixed race, African, Asian descendancy.
Yeah.
And we kind of looked at those countries in terms of ethnic population, GDP, you know, what kind of market, brand saturation, and then we came up with a top 10 list. And on the top of that list, in terms of where we should go next, was Brazil. Because Brazil has the most number of people of African descendancy outside of Nigeria.
How many's it got?
Altogether, I think we're at 40.2 million in terms of our target audience.
OK, so your target audience is 40 million.
Yes.
Wow. What does it mean to Sleek for this to go right in Brazil?
We need to grow the brand globally, and it's a market that we really need to go right for us.
It's the right market, we've got the right brand, and we're ready to go and see if it fits.
Brazil, here we come.
From a rising star of British industry to one of the heavyweights, our next company has been around for millions of years. Well, 200 actually. Marcos Grasso is the president of Cadbury South America and is on a visit to London HQ.
Well, Brazil is a very attractive, large and strategic market for Cadbury. It is the 6th largest global confectionery market. It is the number 4th largest market in chewing gum, the number 6 in chocolate, and number 6 in sugar confectionery. Here in Britain, the consumption is about 10 kilos of chocolate per year, while in Brazil is approximately 1 kilo per person. So there's still great opportunities for increasing consumption and driving category expansion.
Not to mention waistline expansion. What he's actually saying is that even though the Brazilians only scoff a 1/10 of the amount we do, as they grow richer, the more chocolate they'll want to eat. Well, at least that's what Cadbury's are banking on. The problem for Marcos is that 2 of his biggest rivals, Kraft and Nestle, have already grabbed some 90% of Brazil's market with their Toblerones and Kit Kats. Tricky. But Marcos is clearly up for the scrap.
In Brazil, the Cadbury brand name is not known. However, when I come here in meetings, friends of mine and neighbors and people at the office ask me to take products back. Clearly, the taste of the Cadbury chocolate can be appreciated by the Brazilian consumers.
It'll be more than a question of taste if Cadbury want to muscle into Nestle and Kraft's market in Brazil. Talk about a clash of the titans. This I can't wait to see. In business terms, our third company is just a baby. It's a new internet startup business. The idea behind Dreamaid is to help poor artists sell their product to richer people around the world. The guy trying to get this off the ground used to be a coal miner. Yep, a coal miner in Doncaster. He retrained as an engineer and has made his money working for oil companies around the world. Peter McAteer created Dreamaid after visiting some of the world's poorest countries.
Well, I've worked for 17 years in the oil business, and during that time I've seen an awful lot of artists and artisans all over the world in many desperate situations, and if we can only get these products to market in a way that delivers at a fair price, then I think we can open up an enormous market.
Well, it all sounds fabulous, but how exactly does the business of Dreamaid work?
Basically, an individual goes up, loads up pictures of their product onto the website, right. They name the price that they want, and so then the individual sells their product, receives their money via PayPal.
Murray Cormack, who designed the website.
So do you work any different to the eBay?
Oh, it's very similar to eBay.
It's not an auction site.
It's not an auction, it's fixed price, yeah.
Fixed price.
Yeah.
Peter doesn't charge them anything to put their products up, but they do pay a 10% fee if they make a sale.
So how much have you spent so far on this project? Forget the hours and the sweat. How much money, pounds, shillings and pence?
On the entire development?
Yeah, Scottish pounds, I don't care.
Probably about 60,000 so far.
60,000?
Yeah.
Now, that's £60,000 of his own hard-earned cash invested over the last 18 months. He must really believe that this is going to work.
Yeah. Now, what's your financial aspirations?
I would like to see us in about 3 years at $18 million turnover a month.
Come again? $18 million?
Because I think we can do that. Profits, about 600,000 a month. We've been monitoring one company in the United States that started 3 years ago, and last month they posted $12 million worth of revenue in 1 month. So the potential for this is quite scary.
So he's hoping to make $600,000 profit a month in just 3 years. That's huge. In my experience, when something in business sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Internet startups are littered with disasters. I'm worried that this idea could be completely bonkers. So, that's my 3 adventure capitalists. Makeup for darker-skinned women, a fledgling internet trading site for struggling artists, and chocolate for the Brazilian waistline. They've already spent a lot of time and hard cash researching Brazil. Now, they've got to decide whether to put their money where their mouth is.
Ultimately, it's their money, their risk, and of course, it can only be their decision.
Watch out, Brazil. Here come the Brits. Brazil, I have to tell you, is no sleepy backwater. You might think of it as an emerging market, but believe me, it's already emerged. Its natural resources are staggering. It's awesome. An area the size of England is given over just to grow sugarcane. And this is Sao Paulo, the business center of Brazil. Population, nearly 20 million. It's the biggest city in the southern hemisphere. Mile upon mile of skyscrapers. And cars, lots of them. Let me tell you though, Brazilian businessmen are no mugs. My venture capitalists have just 1 week to get to grips with them. Our 3 companies are going to need all the help they can get. So I've arranged dinner at the official residence, no less, of the British Consul General Martin Raven. We've been joined by Osvaldo Nardinelli and Dion Parker from Cadbury at a gathering of some of the top honchos from Brazil's banking, retail and financial sectors. It's a wonderful opportunity to get some inside business tips.
I actually think we've got here, gathered before us, some of the most interesting people in doing business in Brazil. If we don't get the information here, we won't get it anywhere else.
What really differentiates Brazil is that everybody wants to be treated equally. If you go into a room, everybody expects you to shake hands with them, or hug them if they're a man, or kiss them if they're a woman. That's how relationships start.